Hello and welcome friends. In today's video we will talk about some of the key failures of Canada's foreign policy in year 2020. We will go over the issues, how Canada responded and why it hurt the country's image, not just in Canada but also around the world. Let's get started.
I believe Michael has been arbitrarily, unjustly detained. He and Michael Spavor have ended up in this situation because of no fault of their own. They are pawns in a bigger geopolitical drama. They are paying an incredible price. I can't even begin to explain how incredibly painful and prolonged this has been.
Another very high-profile foreign policy challenge that Canada had this year was not able to secure the two Michaels from Chinese prisons in China. Michael Kovrig and Michael Spavor just completed 2 years in the Chinese prison without any hope in any near future for their safe and sound release. As you would know, the two Michaels were detained in China by Chinese officials on the charges of espionage. However, everybody knows that the actual reason for detaining the two Canadians were a direct retaliation by Chinese for Canada to arresting Huawei executive Meng Wanzhou on US government's request. Meng is CFO of the Chinese tech company Huawei and also the daughter of Huawei's owner and the founder. Meng's father is also a Chinese Communist Party member and has very strong political connections in Communist Party. Over the last 2 years, Canada has tried a variety of things to get the two Michaels released. It has engaged and raised the issues both internationally, nationally, as well as bilaterally with the Chinese, however without any success. One of the failures for Canada's foreign policy in this regard has been not being able to give a strong message to the Chinese regime as well as the Chinese Communist Party that release of two Michaels is really important for Canada. The fact that 2 years have gone by and Canada has not seen any progress in this matter shows the failure of the Canadian foreign policy.
So the Canadian government keeps saying they're doing everything they can. Do you believe that to be the case?
I want to believe that. And yet it has been 560 days and he's still in that situation. So at a systemic level, something isn't moving.
At the same time, the government of Canada is under increasing pressure to use more harsher actions against a Chinese official. One of those options on the table is freezing assets of Chinese officials and their finances in Canada. These options have been raised and talked about in the media for a long time. However, Canadian government and the foreign ministry has not been able to finalize these decisions, perhaps because of their fear that if they take any direct actions like sanctions, Chinese government may harm the two Michaels. However, on the other side, the critics of the Canadian foreign policy say that appeasing China for the last 2 years has not worked. Soft peddling of this issue for the last 2 years at the national and international level and even at the bilateral level has not worked. And the chances of this policy continuing will not yield but will further complicate the issue and embolden the Asian bully. Top foreign policy disasters of Canada this year. Overall, if one has to summarize the current foreign policy of Canada, you can easily see the disarray and lack of direction. While pandemic has made foreign diplomacy much harder these days, it seems Canada has itself to blame for some of the major disaster that put itself into this year. What do you think about Canada's foreign policy principles and its goal? Do you think Canada needs to tweak or create a framework for more effective foreign policy? Let us know your views in the comment box below. For more news and updates from India and around the world, like and subscribe our channel, and please don't forget to press the bell icon. You can also visit us at www.thehindu.ca. I look forward to see you in the next video. Until then, take care.